Alrighty, folks. Today's a new day. Today the objective is to get my 5G 3-cup holder. I think it's out of a limited center console, out of the 4G and into the blue truck. Because this does not need to be bougie. I ain't driving it. That's my daily, so that can be bougie. So the objective is to get that center console into that truck. And I still have the center console for the 4G. I don't know if I'm going to put that one back in here, if I'm going to put the 3G one in the 4G. Who knows? But all I know for sure at the end of the day is the 5G center console is going in the 3G. So I'm going to start getting this torn apart. I'm going to do step by step on this. It's going to start, obviously the truck's a little bit of a mess, but these two bolts, I'm not sure on the size yet. Obviously you got to take your jack cover off right here, and there's two bolts on the front of each of these. Those come out. I've done this fairly recently, so I kind of remember. Then I know you got to pull that tray up. There's two screws down in there. There's two screws that hold the center console to the passenger seat. Then I want to say there's another screw on the floor towards the driver's seat, but you don't have to remove the driver's seat to get to it. And then taking out the 3G is going to be pretty much the same thing. Probably a little bit easier because it's not as bulky as this 5G one. So I'm going to get cranking on this. And if I get carried away, I might even take this out, which I probably will because it's annoying me. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work and start cranking this out. Alrighty guys, so I got these front two bolts out. These are 15 mils. Got both of those out, you can see. The rears I also got out. Those are 18 millimeters. And then, like I said, there's the two bolts in this front cover right here. You got to take this little rubber out. Comes out, you can see the hole down in there. I don't know what size screws those are because last time I did, I broke them and I had to drill out, so I have my own size in there. So I would guess it's going to be small though, because obviously it goes into pretty small there. But once you get that cover off, there's one bolt up front for the center console, and that is a 13 mil. So I'm going to go and get that off here. Alrighty guys, we are on the driver's side now, and if you put the seat all the way forward, whether it's power or automatic, or power or manual, mine's power, or electric, whatever the hell you want to call it. As long as you go all the way forward and tilt all the way forward, you should be good to get in there. But this is our last bolt right there. Not sure what size it is, we'll test it out live. It is a 13, just like the same one on the front. So I'm going to try to find a way in there. It's probably going to be a swivel situation. I mean, it could be a socket, but I don't want to sit here with a socket. I'm going to try to get that in there, or out of there, and then the whole thing should be able to come apart. And then last thing I got to show you is the two bolts connecting the seat and the center console, and then we'll be ready to start ripping down the 3G. Smells like, oh, that's why. There's a U-joint back here from last night. My buddy Michael blew the drive shaft on a second-gen gasser, and I went and helped him with that. It would have been nice to record for the video, but it was dark, and we were kind of pressed for time to get her fixed because it was in a parking lot I shouldn't have been in, so could have recorded there, but long story short, didn't work out. U-joints in the dark are a pain in the ass, especially when the drive shaft's all bent and you can't get the snap rings in. Anyways, I'm going to get ready on pulling this bolt. Alright guys, so we have the seat and all that right here. Did forget to unplug this. It didn't pull out, I caught it in time, but you gotta remember to unplug underneath the passenger seat there. And these are the bolts I was talking about. That's all it is, two little pegs. And then I do remember this now. I stripped out one of these bolts actually. Oh great. Well, that was awesome. You just saw that live. Yeah, all you gotta do is get rid of these 3 bolts I have in. Should be 4, but I believe it's like I don't remember what size, but yeah, that's all you gotta take apart, so I'm gonna get working on that. Alright guys, so these bottom two, which should be the back two in the brackets, these are 13 mils. Like I said, I only have one of them because I broke one last time. This off, and then the seat should come free. Guys, and boom, just like that, your center console is free of the what the heck? I don't know what that was. Got water and shit going everywhere. I don't know what that is, but like I said, the center console is now free. Oh, guys, what the hell? Alright, yeah. I don't know how this. Is this how I should hold it from now on? Is this better? Does it look better? Alright, look better? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna start cranking on the 3G now. Should be the same process, same size. So yeah, I'll just update you when I got shit going in the 3G now. There's a little bit of a pain in the arse, but it's different in the 3Gs. The center console is connected to both seats, which you'll see, so I had to take everything out. Obviously it's very dirty underneath there, so I'm going to drive this to the car wash quick, steal one of their vacuums, get all this clean, because there's no point in putting all this nice stuff in if you're just going to leave it dirty. So I'm going to go vacuum this squeaky clean. And yeah, and then I'm also gonna steal that pillar's broken, like the actual plastic inside the pillar. So you see the dually over there, I'm gonna go steal it out of there and put it in here. That way this is looking fancy. And yeah, so let me come, I'll actually show you guys what we're dealing with here. This right here, it's connected through both seats have that coming off, which it still works for this because we have this bracket here comes off there, same with this. Those will both come off, and then boom, it'll just connect to the seat in the middle. Hopefully, I haven't tested it yet obviously, but I'm hoping it works. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I'm gonna get those swapped over before I even go to the car wash and vacuum this out, because I want to make sure it 100% does work before I mean, it wouldn't hurt to vacuum anyways. I'll probably vacuum it regardless, but you get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go, or stay here, get this all done quick, and then yeah, that's kind of the update. It wasn't really a good angle to record, so I kind of just did it and figured I'd show you this outside. So I'm gonna start taking this apart, and yeah, doses. The brackets off of here, they're over there somewhere, and I also took off this HVAC piece because there's no HVAC coming through to the back in the 3Gs, so I just got rid of that. I have the 3G center console out. That's what it looks like. Here's what I said, where them 4 brackets come to it instead of the brackets going down. I got birds fighting right there right now. That's what I get to deal with. But yeah, so I'm gonna get all this stuff out of here. Like I said, I'm gonna go vacuum that, so I gotta grab a bucket to sit on while I'm driving. And yeah, so I will cut to me probably vacuuming the truck out. Guys, I'm in the truck. Repo man done got my chair, so we're gonna drive to the whip like this real quick. And yeah, and that right there is why you vacuum. Just look at that. I guess on camera kind of see more of the imperfections than not, but it's going to be covered. But look how much better it looks than before anyways. It looks fantastic. So that's why you vacuum right there. And now I'm going to be putting in, it's going to be an all leather interior now. I mean, it was before, but now we're going to have a bougie 5G center console in here, and then I'm going to clean some other things up in here, and the interior will be looking pretty spec. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Alrighty guys, as you can see, I mean, it's the next day. As you can see, the truck's a little grumpy. First time she's been started today. It was chilly last night, so we're getting into cold start season here soon. But I was tired when I got all done with the truck yesterday. But here's the final factor right here. I think the last clip we took was when I just got done vacuuming. So that's what it looks like. I put the floor mats back in to keep the floors clean, but she's spotless under there too. So that's what she looks like. I think it looks fantastic. I mean, all the leather matches up. You know, it gives the interior a nice little sleek look. So this is what we're rocking with. Like I said, it's a little bit different. You got 2 brackets coming off the inside of each seat that you connect to that. What I did was put the passenger seat in first, and then I laid this on top of it, got those 2 bolts screwed so it was fastened to the passenger seat, and then I slid that over, came and put the driver's seat in, pulled that back on top, and then all I had to do was just push this backwards so it tilted, and then I could get that front bolt on, tighten it, and then I went in the back seat, tilted everything forward, got that bolt on, and then bolted all the seats back down, and now we have the 3-cup holder center console and the 3G, and the interior's looking real sleek now. I got to do some with the headliner, but I want to do it right now where it sags down. But I do want to do a headliner here soon. And then I finally got this door to reopen. It just doesn't unlock with the auto start, which unlocks the doors. And I got to manually do with that, and it opens. So I got that all figured out. But yeah, this is how we're looking right now. I am going to do a little bit of work on that today. Like I said, I traded the blown up motor out of that for the ranch hand that's on this blue truck right up there. So all I traded was the block and the head, so I got to take like intake horn and all that off, the fuel rail, all that shit. And I got to get the manifold and turbo out, and then I'll have a spare manifold and turbo for this, because I don't know if I've ever told y'all, but it's a bigger turbo that's in the dually. Not like a second gen swap crazy big, but it's a bigger stock location turbo. And I think this is just a stock turbo in here. Yeah, it's just a stock whole set. So I might end up swapping turbos, just because that thing, I mean, I'll have to look at that turbo. God, this thing is loud. I'll have to look at this turbo when I start ripping into it. I'm gonna go get some food, and then you guys can sit and watch me tear this down a little bit. But he said this is from BD Power. I don't remember what the BD stands for, but I don't know. It's an aftermarket turbo. I don't know if anything, when this blew up, we were doing all this shit, and then I got a code for the wastegate, so hopefully it's all good, but we're gonna look into that, see what's good with it. But yeah, this is how we're rolling. I already got half the manifold out. Obviously you got tricky bolts down there. I gotta take one of them clamps off so the exhaust is free, and I can get this out. Obviously I'm gonna take like the alternator. I think all he wants is just the head and the block pretty much. But see y'all when I get back from probably Culver's. I don't know, kind of want a pumpkin shake, so I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all. Deuces. All right, big psych to you guys, because all my batteries are dead and they're charging. I don't feel like waiting forever, so I'm not gonna be working on the dually tonight. I'm gonna wrap it up for a weekend, go relax, watch some football. But yeah, this is just the video about the center console and doing all that. Kind of a little how-to in case some of you guys are watching for that. or some of y'all are watching to keep up with me, but from the nameless 3G big dude, I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.